Okay, we are back. We've got Weem heading back in here, hopefully going to connect the power to this guy so we can get this going. Everybody else is trying to go to sleep, but I'm going to try and get Weem to get this set up. Okay, so he powered, or at least he put the line in there. He's going to want to go crash. That may not be exactly what we need to get this thing going yet. I'm going to actually pause this really quick. So you can see we're a bit short. We're going to have to connect these guys up a bit. Unfortunately, I'm trying to think of how I want to do this. So I thought that if we got it close enough, maybe if we bring in one more, it'll auto-connect to this guy. Just like it's kind of jumping out here, we might be able to connect through there. I don't recall offhand. Part of me thinks that... let's see, we can just do something like this for now, let them get that kind of built up. We're going to have to really prioritize that. Now, you guys have kind of helped me. Oh, cool, they got these little dials here. Excellent. You guys had mentioned that basically with the cooler that you can set the temperatures and everything. So you could kind of do a room and then make it really low to freeze. And that's how you would set up a kind of a walk-in freezer, because I was curious about that in the last episode, how that was done. So you can see we've kind of got some of this stuff here. I'm not entirely sure. Let's see. Reset the target temperature to room temperature. Okay, so we can kind of tweak how this goes. And we can lower it and lower it some more. Okay. Interesting. So I want to play with this a bit. They have the controls here, N, B, H, Y, J for the low one. So we hit N, there you can see it says 20 degrees Celsius. So let's see, I think we're gonna start with that. And anyway, I'll probably play with the controls here a bit and see if we can get this cooled down. We had 48 degrees Celsius, which I think 45 degrees Celsius was 113 degrees or something, so pretty warm, and that was actually during the nighttime too. So anyway, I could be remembering that wrong, but anyway, we're gonna go ahead and play with this a bit and try to get this dialed in, get this room cooled down, and hopefully these guys can get some relief after working out in the heat a bit. Alrighty, well, first thing in the morning we're getting Vortac going and try to complete the power hookup here so that we can get the temperature reduced. I've got it set, so we just need to get this thing hooked up. Right now we're in pretty bad shape, actually. You can see that these guys, Fohamner and Vortac, are both kind of in the early stages of a heat stroke here, so I'm hoping that we can get this kind of set up. Vortac, of course, needing to take a break to eat for whatever reason. Get back to work. There we go. He's going to get this guy going. Try to get this connected really quick. And is that going to be enough? Did this just, like, not connect right there? Oh, boy. Weem, what are you doing? I don't know if that counts as connected or not. It's still saying it's not powered. Reserve for Fohammer. Oh, he's cleaning. Gotcha. Okay, well, anyway, just in case, I'm actually going to throw some power down around this guy because I'm not sure if it's being blocked by anything there. Let's see if we can actually get Vortac on this. Go, go, go. Not too good. You can see on mouse over the indoors 41 Celsius, outdoors 34, so it's actually cooler outside, which is terrible. It's not good. And actually, if I go ahead and pause it, you can see that it is now connected. The Fohammer was assigned to connect that guy, so I could go ahead and cancel this. Probably for the best. Just go ahead and cancel this, and hopefully it was 40, it's 39, 38. You can see the temperature is coming down. 37, excellent, perfect. That's going to really help these guys. Now, you guys have given me a number of tips in the last episode, including that you can have growing areas of different types. And so I actually set up something here to do strawberries. And it looks like Vortac might be busy with that right now. Looks like he's cutting a pine tree, a tree that could be in the way. So we do have that going. It looks like Weem just failed to recruit Matt yet again. So anyway, we do have this guy going with strawberries, which will be good. They'll be able to eat that and get some more food going. I think our food is not really in terrible shape. You guys had said that you can do a growing area for trees as well. So that's kind of good to know about the beavers, that if the beavers came through and did chew through everything, we wouldn't really have to worry because we could plant some trees. Not really a big deal right now because we already wiped them all. But anyway, yeah, it's definitely good to note for the future. Let's go ahead and... Looks like Vortec is just sticking it out here. But it looks like Fohamner might be doing better. So anyway, we might be able to turn this around. I was really worried about the heat thing. I thought they were going to totally lose it, but I think we might be okay if Vortec can kind of get some more time spent inside relaxing. Now, it does make me think about the sleeping area they have up here, because obviously that's not cooled at all. We'd have to run some power up there. I'm going to pause it. Might not be a bad idea if they can actually rest in a cooled area. So let's see. This is probably the closest. And let me think about this. I'm trying to think we can do something. Where's this going to go, actually? Hold on a second. Probably going to have to pop it into the side. We could do it right by the door. I don't think that'll mess the door up. I don't think. Let's see. Let's see. Temperature. We want the cooler. And of course we have to rotate this. So we could put it there, and it looks like it may not affect the door, so that might not be a bad idea. 100. Let's go ahead and do that. Is that going to... I didn't quite catch if that was actually going to cool the other... It looks like it won't. It looks like it's just going to cool this main area. That's a bummer. I could force everybody to sleep in the beds back in here again. Wouldn't make them very happy, but it might just be that we open the doors or remove the doors, and then maybe we can get the cool air through there. Let's see. Probably just have to go to structure and kind of deconstruct those doors. Unfortunately, this is all going to take extra time, right? Temperature, get the cooler here. I hate to do the cooler now because I'm wondering if you pop the doors and it won't kind of extend into the new areas. You know, I really don't know if that's going to be the case. Let's see. But I think we will go ahead and let the power kind of be built up here. When I want to check Vortec one more time. Okay. It's not terrible. I was hoping he could cool down a bit. And it looks like they're going to work on these doors right away, so that's cool. As soon as that's done, I think... we'll go ahead and get the guy set up, our cooler. Vortec is, there we go, breaking down the door. Let's go in here and get this kind of plotted. So you can see it actually extends into the rooms. That's pretty cool. Let's go ahead and get that in there. And then finally, we'll drag some power over. Probably just need to go to the door, and that'll connect through to the door there. Hopefully they can get this all kind of worked on today. I'm going to actually kind of force people to do that if I need to. It looks like Fohamner's laying out kind of the resources, so maybe Weem will start to go get this made. I don't know where he's going. He's probably, yeah. Oh, I do want to recruit this guy, so we're going to let Weem go ahead and do that. And then what we'll do is I think we'll try to get Fohamner kind of working on this stuff once he's done eating. Although it looks like Vortec is taking it upon himself to get this going. And then look at the status. The heat wave is over. Oh man, I didn't know how long that heat wave was going to go, so I was really stressing it, you guys. That's pretty awesome. Be prepared for the heat. Oh, never mind, it's cool. Once again, we're good. Oh boy. Well, we went from having a heat wave to having a solar flare. Fortunately, looks like Weem failed again. It's a bummer. But fortunately, it looks like this is not going to be around long. You can see that all of our electronic devices are kind of out. We've got no power to these things here, which is not too big a deal. I did actually toggle the power off on these guys. I did flick it back on because I didn't realize immediately that it was a solar flare causing a problem here. You can see this guy's toggled off. But anyway, shouldn't be too big a deal. We're missing out on a couple things, but it is supposed to be over in about a day, it says. So I think we'll be all right. We got the guys running around. Now, what I did do is I added a cotton field here. growing zone. We can actually see we got the cotton plant going, and if we hit this guy, you'll see that it yields cotton, which is a great fiber used to make cloth. So that should allow us to start making clothing, which I have never done before. I thought that sounded kind of cool, so we're going to go ahead and mess with that as long as we survive long enough to get to that point. But you can see that we have some of the strawberry plants coming in. That's really cool. I think really for the most part our food is doing pretty good. Looking at our numbers up top, I think we're in pretty decent shape at this point. The heat wave was really kind of a scary thing, but anyway, we seem to have made it through that just fine. I think we'll get through the solar flare just fine. And now it looks like we just have some idling workers. It looks like Weem needs a little something to do. So I'm going to actually pause this really quick. And one of the things I'd really like to do is get another room dug in up here, and so that we've got kind of 3 normal beds. I suppose what I could do is allow this area out here to be a bedroom, and put down kind of a better bed out in this area. Maybe that's the way to go. Let's see. Let's go furniture, steel bed. Is that what these were? Let's double check. I thought I did wood. Yeah. We did wood before. We could do a big royal bed. Let's see. We're going to rotate this around. We're going to kind of put this right in the center. That's going to be Weem's bed, so he'll have a legitimate bed. Then I don't have to dig out a new room or anything. Although with the gold and everything in here, we do want to kind of finish that out. We can obviously get to mining. I think that's something else that we really need to focus on. To get that going. So anyway, we've got so much to do. I'm going to go ahead and start getting some orders in here and see if we can get started on some of this. And maybe get some of this gold dug out. I don't want to spend too much time there. That takes a bit to dig out. We'll go ahead and take that guy out as well. And we do have some more over here we can get. I don't want to tie up a ton of their time, so we're just going to get that set up. I'm actually going to jump in here really quick. So we have Vortak and Weem on mining. It looks like we could have Fohamner do some of that too, but I think that's good enough for now. That'll get some of us busy anyway. Weem is still idle. Let's see. I'm trying to remember now. It was Weem, right? Weem on the mining, indeed. Although it doesn't seem like he wants to do a whole lot right now. Go get some steel. We could definitely use it. That's our same message. We'll go ahead and get rid of that. So I think power is going to be something that I want to focus on. We've got obviously the solar panel. You can see it's getting us a bit of power, but really we're only keeping the batteries at kind of half capacity. We do have the new wind turbines. I understand a little bit better how those work thanks to you guys giving me tips. So that's something that we could look into. With that, you guys had mentioned that the white area is kind of the area that needs to be left open for air. And so the more trees you have in that area, the less you're going to get out of those. So I'm actually, when you look down here, this is actually a very wide open area. We would obviously have to wire up, or get some of the conduit all the way up there. And we could do something like put it here maybe, and then take out the couple trees that are in the way. That might not be too bad. It looks like it might be a good spot for it. So anyway, that's going to be something to consider in the future. It's not very expensive, $125. And obviously we're going to be gathering some more steel and everything. So I think the wind turbine is going to be a thing we build in the very near future. But in the meantime, everybody is heading to crash. They are exhausted from work. Actually, you know what? Weem, you need to be... Oh, actually, we got to just designate this here. Let's see. That's your bed. There you go. Climb into the good bed. Get some real sleep. Vortak is the first one up this morning, followed by Fohamner. And in fact, during the night, we had a message that Fohamner had a birthday. It said that today he turned 26 years old. So congratulations, Fohamner, on the birthday. It's a very cool thing. And I've also decided that I think we're going to go ahead and let Matt go. If I cannot convince him to stay the next time Weem tries, we're going to let him go. Because there was an indication when we first took him that because we took him, his faction was now going to be hostile towards us. So you could see that he is from Hope's Forest. That's the faction. And I recall seeing somewhere that if you release them, that will kind of fix the faction issue. So, in fact, it looks like Weem is heading over there now. It looks like, yep, he's going to have a chat with Matt. So if that doesn't work this time, because that percentage hasn't been changing, 35%. You think we would have hit it by now after about 4 or 5 attempts. But if it doesn't work this time, we're going to go ahead and let him go and hope that that resolves our issue with Force Hope. I'm just a little worried that if we have an issue with them, that they'll come after us at some point. And it looks like we are moving into an eclipse now, unfortunately. This has been a very eventful colony for us. We had a lot of things happen in here. Looks like Fohamner has got not a whole lot going on. Let's go ahead and select him, and we'll have him pick up mining duties. Oh, right, he's not a miner. That is true. So we're going to pause this really quick. You can see that Weem failed once again. So let's go ahead. We're going to click on Matt. We're going to choose to release him. We are going to go ahead and let him go. Hopefully, like I said, that resolves things. One of the moons, I'm wondering... So this isn't telling us about how long this is going to last. That's unfortunate. We don't have a lot of power in the batteries. Today was going to be the day I was looking at putting in the wind turbine, but that's going to be... Actually, I was going to say, that was going to be too little too late, but that's not true. The eclipse doesn't mean there's no more wind. So anyway, that's something I think we will go ahead and get started on today. It was the plan, and now we've got, you know, even more urgency to kind of get that going. So I was kind of waiting to see what Matt did here. So he's not released yet. I'm wondering if what it takes is Weem going back over there again. Next time he goes over, that's when he'll be released. So anyway, we'll see. We'll see how that goes. Let's go ahead and jump into power real quick. Grab the wind turbine, 125 steel. And I don't think really there was any better location. Although, granted, right here there's only like 2 trees in the way. So maybe this isn't a bad place, huh? That could be interesting. Plus it's tucked away from, you know, the attacks of any pirates. So let's actually go ahead and do that. We're going to put it back there. We can clear out the tree or two that's kind of in the way, but it may really not be that big of a deal. While we're at it, we're going to string up some power for this too. We'll just kind of bring this over to here. Get this thing going. How exciting. I'm really interested to see how this wind turbine goes for us, how this works out for us. And it looks like Weem is cruising back over here, delivering food to Matt. And it might be too late. Maybe he'll release him at night. I don't know. Looks like he's dropping off food and just leaving. So I don't know when that change takes, you know, kind of kicks in, when Matt will actually be released. But we'll keep an eye on it and see, try to give him a wave on his way out and hope there's no hard feelings. Okay, we still have the eclipse going on, but we just got a message that a trader was passing overhead. Now, during the night, I actually toggled off the comm station just because I thought, well, I'm not using it. And I toggled the turret out here as well, trying to conserve power because we're really not using this. Obviously, if we got attacked, I would flick this back on, but we may not even be able to. If we were attacked, you know, anytime in the near future and the eclipse is still on, we may not be able to do anything about it. You can see that Fohamner's out here trying to wire up what will be the wind turbine. Vortec might be doing some work out here as well. But what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to toggle this guy back on, and then we'll have Weem come over here. It looks like Matt is now free to go. Goodbye, Matt. We really wished you would join us, but that's okay. He's in restraints, so we didn't even take off the restraints. It's like, here, you're going to be handcuffed, but go walk in that direction. Anyway, we're going to go ahead and have Weem cruise over here and contact those guys and see if they've got anything we might be interested in trading. Of course, this is one way to bring more people into your colony when you have a slave trader. This doesn't look to be a slave trader, but sometimes I think they do have people anyway. So they've got all kinds of stuff in here. This is where you can see some of the art, right? We got sculptures and things like that, so that's kind of cool. Let's go ahead and click this really quick. So it just gives this kind of description. Okay. I thought it might say something about kind of sprucing up the place, or, you know, making people feel a bit better. Now this is kind of cool. You can see some of the clothes in here. I haven't seen any of this stuff yet. Keep warm in chilly weather. That's really cool. Right, with buttons and the coldest of temperatures. So this is cool because you can kind of set clothes aside and then based on the weather switch them out. But wow, look at the cost. That is very expensive. We will not be doing that. Let's see. We've got a couple other things here. There's a lot of stuff that I'm not really familiar with. It's pretty new. And I'm kind of curious. Let's see. This guy. One-use nanotech trainer device. It is inserted through... Oh, okay, so this is the way you can train an individual to do something. That's cool. Those are relatively expensive as well, but that's okay. We're not going to really dive into that right now. We don't have a whole lot of... Well, we have gold. That's interesting. Interesting. Looks like we have maybe a spare pistol as well. Probably took that from somebody. So that's cool. They give us some silver. We're going to go ahead and sell that because why not? And let's see. We've got... Let's see. If we start giving them gold... Actually, you know what? Let's bring this back. We got the clothing. We have body parts and stuff here. That's really cool. Prosthetics and everything. You know, I'm not seeing anything that's like really sticking out. We could grab some more steel. We're down to 76. Oh, they actually don't have that. Gotcha. Okay, that's fine. I mean, we got a lot of art and everything. I don't know that that's, you know, I'm not really seeing anything here that I'm totally into, but I do want to see this guy here. Computer core that houses superhumanoid artificial AI. In its isolated state, the core is dormant. Installed in proper support structure, however, it can become a mind of frightening power. 6,000. Interesting. Very expensive. Very expensive stuff here. Anyway, I don't think we really need anything here. I was kind of looking for something that stuck out that we could really just, you know, really use immediately. So we're going to go ahead and let that go. And they're going to be around for a little while, so, you know, may change my mind later, but right now I'm really focused on getting this power set up, and you can see Weem out here going after the steel. That's going to be kind of another big thing, because we are getting low on those resources, and we certainly need them to expand our growing empire.